whatever archetype you're living into, whether it's like the leading man or the girl next door or the character actor who is villainous or the character actor that's good. I mean, there's different archetypes that you're going to be wanting to find your strength in. And my advice to you is to be the best in your category. Just work to be the best. So there's 4 steps to the work, and basically it's the difference between being an artist and being a craftsman, and actually they're one and the same. Let me talk about the difference between art and craft. An artist is, of course, also a craftsman. A craftsman could be like a tailor or a bricklayer. The interesting thing about a craftsman is the craftsman has the capability of duplicating and multiplying their product over and over and over again. They get to a place where if you're a good tailor, you can make perfect seams and you can actually duplicate those seams. An artist makes a one-of-a-kind product. That product will never be seen again. So, like for example, when you do a scene, and you might be able to duplicate the gestures and physicality, but every time you do the scene, it will be a little different. Maybe if you're in the emotional content of grief, maybe it's a little hopeful grief, or maybe it's a little regretful grief, or maybe it's grief bittersweet. So the emotion is always alive. So the neat thing about being an artist, which an actor is that your product is never the same, ever. And so on one given day, you might shoot something, and many times you have to write script notes so you know how to deliver the next part of that scene for continuity purposes. Because art is such an original process. It's an original product. But the journey of both artist and craft is the same. And to become an artist or become a craftsman, there are 4 stages, which are identical. So you're both an artist and a craftsman. The first stage is novice. So a novice is somebody who has a passion for something. This is part of being an artist, is that passion that you can't not do it. You have to do it. You have to do it. You have to do it so much you want to do it all the time and every day. I remember when I became a teacher, I was very young when I first started teaching, and I fell in love with teaching, and I wanted to do it every single day, and I still do it every single day. So whatever your passion is, it has to fill you up so much that you want to do it every day. A craftsman has the same journey. The craftsman also has the same kind of passion to do it every single day. So the craftsman also, and the artist, begin as novices. And so they're observing their craft or their art. They're observing other people doing it. They're gleaning, they're watching, and they're also hungry to grow and learn. But they don't have any information yet. The next stage is to apprentice. That means you find a master teacher to guide you for a minimum of 2 years, to study under their tutelage so that you become more and more of a master of your own craft. So many times a young actor goes into the novice stage, which is they don't know anything, and they attempt to go out and audition without any training. And this is a great problem for them because they are not being advised or supported by a master teacher. And so that guidance is crucial in the beginning level of your craft development, because actors move into into only a few areas of skill level. And if they're not moving towards master, then they're going to be doing much more superficial work. Occasionally there are, of course, natural actors, but that is more rare than common. Every now and then I'll meet an actor and I'll be blown away at what a natural they are. But the most amazing thing I've found is the naturals always want to study. They always want to be better. Occasionally, you'll have a natural who actually books so quickly that their school becomes the work and it becomes just doing it in a profession. But there's always the evolution of age. And so when you move from one age stage to the next, maybe you're a natural in your teens. Well, I have had a lot of actors that became very successful as teenagers, and they didn't need a lot of training. But then when they had to make the transition into their adulthood, need a lot of training, because what happens is, many times as we get a little self-conscious or self-aware, or we try to start duplicating the same product and it just won't come out the same because our bodies and instruments have changed, our psyche has changed and we've evolved. A lot of actors go back to class as they go through changes in their life. So as you grow and change, you're moving and you're apprenticing your art, you'll do that for a period of time. And then you'll move into a realm called journeyman. A journeyman is somebody who's taken the lessons that they've learned as an apprentice and can actually apply it professionally. We've all heard, a great example is a good tailor. You have your master tailor, and they're very expensive, different name brands. We hear about them on the red carpet. Who designed your dress? Who are you wearing? And then under them are many times lesser tailors, those that can get close to the master but are not yet master tailors. And so same with acting, you get to a certain level where you show some expertise, some professional capability, and so you start getting work. So what happens as a journeyman is you're working, and then you're taking the problems, the issues, the challenges in the profession, and you're bringing them back into the classroom to work them out, to make sure that you get stronger in the art, because the goal is to be a master. The goal is to be the kind of actor that enthralls consistently their audience, and also teaches actors how to act even stronger. We have a few master actors out there, of course, Daniel Day-Lewis, Meryl Streep, Natalie Portman, Christian Bale. Those wonderful actors are teaching not only myself as a teacher and acting coach and director, but they're also teaching other actors what it means, how to get further, how to go into the subtext even further, how to reveal the capability of being vulnerable consistently in different roles, not just playing yourself, but playing different roles. All of these are attributes of a master. You know you're a master when one of your peers may come up to you and say, "How did you do that? I want to do that too. I want to be as good as you." That's a master actor. That your peers basically assign you master. The audience doesn't assign the master. Your audience at large enjoys you, may not know the distinction between these four stages, but your fellow actors, your peers do. It's sort of a process that's ingrained inside of us that you know when you move to different stages in your art. And every art form has this journey. Every art form goes through these four progressions. So it's sort of exciting to know that you sort of live in a continuum, that you're not just sort of trying to be good, but you're actually aiming for expertise. You're actually aiming for brilliance. You're aiming to inspire your audience. And you're aiming to reveal even more what's within yourself.